Hey everybody, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, a prosperous New Year to you all. Just thought I'd come out into the garage and check these injectors out. They were dropped off by a friend, and he doesn't have any confidence in them. After chatting with me, I told him that you're generally going to have one or two or more injectors that are stuck, and these truck injectors are not worth taking apart and spending big dollars on. So what we're going to try and do today is hook them all up and put them through the ultrasonic bath, see if they start clicking and clacking, and see if they don't, that we can revive them with an ultrasonic clean, and then run them through the injector machine and run them through its paces, see if we can bring them back to life and manage some sort of a nice clean pattern. If we look at these, they actually don't look bad compared to some of the ones that I've seen. Now this one here, see the corrosion on that? That one's pretty bad. Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. They don't look that bad on a whole. So anyways, we're going to stick them in the ultrasonic bath and hook them up and see if they start clicking right away, which is a good thing, and then see how well they do. Okay, I got all the clips off. Actually, you know what, I'll put one back on and I'll show you how I take these off. These things are actually deadly to deal with. Get the one back on. There we go. Let's have a pick tool, which is makes life easy, and all I do is hook it into, I don't know if you can see that, I just hook it into one of these holes right there. Hook it in and just pull on it. That's it. Now the only way to get these out is brute force. Just take it, pull on it. These things are really in there good, and the plastic is sharp, so it digs into your hand. And there's just no easy way to get these out. Oh, there's one. Kind of give them a wiggle. You got to watch though, because you can damage the O-rings, but there really is no finesse way to get these out. You just kind of gotta, I guess you could give them a shot of WD-40 before you pull them out. There we go, there's two. WD-40. Might help get them out the rest of the way, but there really is no easy way to get these out other than brute force. There you go. Move it around a little. Oh, and then whack myself in the face, and there's 4 of them out. I'll do the other 4 and we'll get them set up in the ultrasonic cleaner, and I'll be back in a sec. All right, I got these out. Got them all, and here are all the injectors. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit the ultrasonic bath, turn it on the mode for the ultrasonic bath, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually plug them in and listen for the clicking sound, and if they start clicking, then I know that I have a really good chance and they're going to clean up okay as well. And hey, listen, this is not sending them into a specialty clinic or anything like that. This is just a truck injector, not worth a lot of money, so we're not going to spend a lot of time on these things as well. So if they work, fantastic, we'll clean them up. And if they don't, we'll just go get new ones from the wreckers and move on with life. This is going to be for a stock swap. So we're not spending tons of money and tons of time on these things. We're just going to give them a cleanup and keep on rocking. So ultrasonic cleaning. We'll run that for 10 minutes. You can hear the ultrasonic bath going in the background. But all I'm going to do, plug them in. This one works. You can hear it just fine. And I'm just going to, that one works just fine. And all I'm going to do is separate the good ones from the bad ones and then focus on, so that one does not work at all. Can't hear it, it's probably stuck. So that one I'll pay a little more attention to, stick it in the bath and a little longer. And hopefully we get to free it up. Number 2 that does not work. That one works. There's another one that does not work. Works. And the last one does not. So 4 out of 8 are stuck. So what I'll do is I will plug these in, stick them in the ultrasonic bath, and I'll let you see that in a second. But for now, I'm just going to stick them in the bath, and hopefully I can free them up. Okay, so I've run these injectors through twice, the 3 that were dead, and they're still dead, or still stuck. I don't know if they're necessarily dead or just stuck. Again, as I said, we're not going to really go through taking them apart. They're not worth it. I'm just going to replace them. I have a collection of used ones. I took the cap off of this one, or the outer plastic housing. I didn't decap it. And it's just still stuck. So all we have to work with are the 4, the 5, and then I'll replace the 3, and they can be on their way. Well, let's hook up the good injectors, and I'll bring you back when the machine is all set up. Okay, so now all the injectors are set up in the machine. Same connectors, they just send a pulse to the machine. The liquid comes through the fuel rail and then just pushes it out there. So I'll fire this up. Just a, I don't know how well the camera's picking that up. You can see this injector here is really poor. You see the spray pattern in comparison? If I can get you. It's going to be hard for the camera to pick these up, I know. But this one and this one are running a really poor spray pattern. This one is okay, and this one is not the best either. So I'm just going to run these through a bunch of different paces, up the pressure a little bit. I can bump the pressure up and try and force the fluid through here, cleaning them up, and we'll see what happens in the end. Here I'm running a high-speed test. It's going to run for 10 minutes. I can already see the two end injectors improving. Still not great. Still not perfect. The two middle ones are decent. But from what I can see, 1 and 4 look like they're getting better. Again, I just want to say that I'm not taking them apart and completely refurbing these injectors. I'm just trying to bring them back to life with simple tool. And we're just doing our best on the stock application. And the reason these came, again, was because, you know, the person picked it out of a junkyard. Or, sorry, they bought it from somebody that was sitting on someone's garage floor, and they knew some guy that knew a guy, and you just don't know what you got. Same thing, you know, as far as I'm concerned, that's the same as getting it from the scrapyard. And taking the yard guy's word for it that it ran when it came in. And this is what I try and teach my customers, is that, you know, you can get a great deal for $400 or $600 or $800, and then you spend literally hundreds of dollars refurbishing things and changing things, and in comparison to, you know, the engines that I sell, all the injectors go through this process. All the injectors that are dead do get swapped out for good ones. If the alternator's dead, it does get replaced. Starter is generally not good. Any breaks in the wires, any repairs that need to be done to the harness are done, etc. So, you know, 800 turns into 2,000 pretty quick. When you're paying other people to do things for you, or when you are just, you know, replacing, like an alternator, I think in Canada is around $230, or maybe even more, probably more. It just adds up quickly is all I'm saying. But we're going to see what we can do with these injectors and send them home with 8 working ones. Okay, you can see the results here. It looks like I got a little floaty in the number 3. So the one that we started off saying that wasn't the best, as you can see, is still lacking a little bit, but the other 3 look pretty balanced. And again, I'm not getting into the minutia of measuring this all out. I could. You can see that they're pretty darn close. I don't know, call it what you want, call it 50, 55 milliliters on 1, 2, and 3, and then 50 on number 4. We could work out the percentages, and even if we did, there's nothing we can do about it because we only have so many injectors to work with. The only other way to do this is to have, you know, a handful of injectors, maybe 30 or 40 injectors, and we flow match them for the best 8, the ones that match the best. But our goal here was to get 8 working injectors. We've already failed because we had 5 working injectors. I'm going to supplement with 3 working injectors and send this guy home with a set of injectors that won't cause any misfire codes. So I'm going to repeat the process for the other 3 that I'm going to give him, and the one that is left over, and that's going to be the end of it. So in short, what I'm trying to say is, you know, all of the engines on Marketplace, all of the engines in the scrapyard, the engine coming out of a pullout from your buddy's backyard, you're going to be spending money on an engine regardless. I see a lot on Marketplace that guys will get working engines and just tear them apart. And I know that a lot of the people on the forums can't necessarily afford, holly everything, billet everything, and they're still taking them apart just to put back. I don't know what they're checking. I've heard other YouTubers say if it spins, it wins. I actually subscribe to that. The engines that I sell are compression tested. They are, all the injectors are serviced. Everything works on the engine. Oil pressure is verified. That's a big one. And at least you're getting a healthy running engine, that if you were to just jam that into your project vehicle as a stock swap, then you're going to get some longevity out of that investment. But if you're buying an engine that's been sitting in a field, you're going to be spending money on things like this, and this is just an example. Listen, I hope you enjoyed this little video. I don't do this kind of stuff often, but I decided that I'm going to make videos to further help make my point, or to let you go back and reference these on Facebook and Instagram and whatnot, on the socials. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, please comment. If you have any suggestions, if you're not sure, if things that I missed, by all means put them down there. The more that you contribute to the comments, the better everything's going to get. If there's a video that you want to see, let me know. Put it in the comments as well, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Cheers. Have a good day.